Years after an 11-year-old Colorado boy's murder, a jury finds his own stepmother, Letecia Stauch, guilty on all counts.
What's up, guys? TrueCrimeKing back. All right, so as you know, Letecia Stauch has been found guilty. So now this news channel did a one-on-one interview with Gannon's biological mother, and gonna take a look at that. So here we go.
Judge sentencing her to life without parole today as well. Fox 31's Nicole Fierro covered this case from the very beginning 3 years ago. She's now the first.
Look how ugly and just evil Letecia looks. I mean, look at that face. She doesn't care at all. I'm glad she's gonna rot.
First to sit one-on-one with Gannon's biological mother just hours after that verdict. She joins us live tonight with more on what she had to say. Nicole.
Yeah, we just left the house within the last hour. She had so much to say about Gannon, about the woman now convicted of murdering him, about the community that supported her so much over the last 3 years. Let's get right into just part of this interview.
Peace. Because all I found was peace. For more than 3 years, I've struggled. You try to put puzzle pieces together of what makes sense. And no matter how hard you try to make sense of it, it never made sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. These parents have gone through so much since Gannon died, right? I mean, you had, first they didn't know what happened, who did it, right? Letecia's was making up all these stories. Of course, they probably, had suspicions in the back of their mind, but for months and months, they didn't know what happened to Gannon, right? There was searches going on. I mean, that just takes all kinds of tolls on your body, especially mentally, right? And then to find out that, this girl that was supposed to be trusted and supposed to take care of Gannon murdered him. I mean, it's one of the most despicable things a human could possibly do, right? Kill a little kid that you're supposed to, a child that you're supposed to be raising, right? And caring for, right?
Me. But to hear that the verdict today, guilty, made more sense to me.
You've had to hear a lot. 5 weeks of the worst possible things being talked about with your son, with this person that is now convicted of murdering him. Was there a harder part than others?
Yeah, there's two in particular that I can't get rid of. One of which is the video where he says, "Pinky promise." That's all I hear is "pinky promise." And then the other is when she imitates his last breath. That really got to me, I think.
So Letecia was making fun of and imitating Gannon's last breath that he took. That is so, I can't imagine how she feels, because, if someone did that to somebody that I cared about, I don't know what I would do in that situation, right? I might jump over the, you know what I'm talking about, but it's gotta be horrible. But, Letecia's gonna have a long time to think about that, right?
I think that was a huge jab.
And we know, at first she pled not guilty. Then she changed her plea to, she was trying to go for the insanity defense and admitted she killed Gannon, almost, all the way through. She should have just did that from the beginning, right? Obviously, it's not going to work. An insanity plea is not going to work when you change it at the last second, right? Come on.
And it just shows you how evil a person could be.
Being in the room with her for 5 weeks after 3 years of waiting, that must have been tough.
Yeah, it was real tough. You have to look at that person. And she's made eye contact with me a few times, and then it's just like it burns my soul. Like,
And Letecia's probably, I guarantee you Letecia was making eye contact with her on purpose. You know, I mean, we still don't, I'm not sure if there really was a motive, but if I had to take a guess, I would think that Letecia just didn't want to raise Gannon and hated her life, right? And then probably didn't like her, Gannon's biological mother, and she knows that she's hurting, so she wants to see her cry, but like Gannon's actual mother said when she was giving her victim impact statement, she's not gonna let Letecia ruin her life, right?
like it just like, how can you even look at me? How can you even look at anybody in the family, knowing what you did, and you still can't admit it? It's just, she is the definition of coward and evil in my eyes. And the sad thing...
Totally agree. Coward, evil, and a clown.
18 stab wounds, 4 blunt force to the head, a gunshot. All of that.
Right, don't forget, Letecia put her own daughter through this. I mean, Leticia's daughter was with her when she drove all the way down to Florida to get rid of the body by putting Gannon in a suitcase and throwing it over a bridge. I mean, Letecia just doesn't care about anybody but herself. And that's good, because she's going to be in a cell, hopefully by herself, for the rest of her life. So she can take care of herself all she wants now, right?
Gannon still loved her, I believe, in his last breath, because that's who he is. And I don't want to try to be a biased mom, but my son was different. Very different, and she took advantage of it. And she was blessed to even have him in her life.
And if you've ever heard somebody take their last breath, it's not it's not very nice. I mean, it sticks with you for the rest of your life. I mean, unfortunately, I have heard somebody take their last breath as well, so I know exactly how she feels. It's not good, especially, and then someone making fun of that's ridiculous.
Now, that's just 2 minutes of over 30 we just spent with her. We're going to have more for you at 10 o'clock. A lot more tomorrow, too. We are told we could sit down with the DA and Al as well tomorrow. We'll bring you the very latest.
But, yeah, I hope you guys found that interesting. If you liked it, hit that like button for me. Help me make some more videos. Consider being a member. And shout out to all my members already. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, True Crime King, out.